Hello and warm welcome to PeopleSoft channel. In the previous episode, I showed you how to quickly spin a PeopleSoft instance on cloud. In this episode, I will show you how to access PS Admin utility for our cloud instance so that you can have the superpowers to bounce your app, web and process scheduler servers. Next, I will guide you how to access our PeopleSoft cloud database so that you can query data using SQL Developer or any of your favorite database access tool. And last but not least, I will show you how to install App Designer from scratch so that you can do some dev work on our PeopleSoft cloud instance. You are listening to Siva Koya, your PeopleSoft guide today. I wanted to share with you an exciting news. I created a blog website a few days back mainly to share with you any additional information related to my video content and highlight any corrections on top of my blog post if I did any mistake. And finally, I would also like to share solutions to the common issues. I hope this content will be helpful for you. Alright, without any delay, let's get into today's topic. Just to remind you again, I am picking this up from my previous episode where I showed you how to install PeopleSoft demo environment on Oracle Cloud, as well as I have covered how to log in into that compute instance through SSH. That's the screen you see here. I logged in into our compute instance through SSH and PuTTY. By the way, I logged in with default user account OPC. OPC stands for Oracle Public Cloud. For most of PeopleSoft default installations, the owner for PS Admin utility is PSADM2. So now we have to switch the user from OPC to PSADM2. But before that, let me show you how to switch to root user. To switch to root user, the command I will be using here is sudo -s. Once you execute that command, as you can see, we are in root account right now. Now it's time to switch to PSADM2. Use the command sudo su-psadm2. That's it. Now we are in PSADM2 account. Want to know how to reset the default password for PSADM2? Let me show you how. All we need to do is try to switch back to the root user. Then it will prompt us to provide the default password and then we can change it. Now let's do it. That's it. Now all we need to do is access PS Home and then PS Admin utility. You know from here what you can do. You can bounce app server, web server, you can do configuration changes, and the list goes on. This is it, guys. This is how we access PS Admin utility for our cloud instance. When I install PeopleSoft demo environment on cloud, by selecting PeopleSoft image from Oracle Cloud Marketplace, it was installed on a Linux operating system. By default, it has a predefined set of blocking rules embedded in the Linux firewall. Only the ports 8000, 9000 and 5601 ports are open right out of the box. In order to access our PeopleSoft database through the port 1521, first we need to unblock the port 1521 from the Linux firewall, and next we need to make 1521 port accessible from the public internet by defining it in the security list. This is the step I struggled a bit. Thanks to Dave T from Oracle PeopleSoft community who helped me to get past this step. Let's go ahead and execute these three commands to unblock the port 1521 in the Linux firewall. Once again, thank you so much, Dave. First, I logged into PuTTY to access our compute instance via SSH. I will log in with our default user account, OPC. Let's switch the account to root account because root account has the admin privileges to do our task. After switching to the root account, execute the following three commands to unblock the port 1521 from our Linux firewall. As you can see here, we have successfully opened the port 1521. You can see the other ports which are already open. Since the port 1521 was unblocked from the Linux firewall, now we can decide who should access this port. You can think of it as a second layer of security. For this demonstration, I will make it accessible from the internet. In order to give access to this port, we need to navigate to networking, virtual cloud networks, select our default VCN, then our subnet, and select our default security list. And here we need to add an ingress rule. So we are allowing the access to this port from the internet. So I will select 0.0.0. Then the destination port is 1521. I would give some description. Add ingress rule. That's it. Now let's see if we can connect to our PeopleSoft database using SQL Developer. In order to access our PeopleSoft database through SQL Developer, we need TNS entry for our PeopleSoft Cloud database. We can grab the TNS entry from our PeopleSoft Cloud instance by connecting to that instance through SSH. This time, as you can see, I will use WinSCP to grab the TNS entry from our cloud compute instance. I will change the protocol to SCP. SCP stands for Secure Copy Protocol. Using this protocol, we can securely copy the files from our cloud compute instance to our local machine. I will copy the public IP address of our compute instance. Paste. The username is OPC. I'll click on Advanced tab. We are going to connect through SSH. Authentication, I will select the private key file. Click OK, and I will click on Login. In order to access our TNS file, let's navigate to OPT, Oracle, PSFT, DB. And if we open, here you can find our TNS file. If you remember, we have mapped this host name to our public IP address in our local computer's Windows host file. I will go ahead and copy that TNS entry to our local computer's tnsnames.aura file behind the scenes. Now let's go ahead and test our connectivity using SQL Developer. I opened my SQL Developer. I will click on plus icon, and here connection type I will select TNS. Remember, we already added our TNS entry. I will select the database name that is defined in my TNS entry. Let me give some name to our connection and give the default user ID and password. sysadmin. And you can test the connection. I can see the success status. We can connect to the database and we can run some query. This concludes database connectivity test. Now let's focus on App Designer. If you already have the latest tools installed on your local machine, you are all set to access the App Designer. As you can see, I have already latest tools installed on my machine, even though the patch level is different. All we need to do is just kick off the App Designer executable, provide the database name from the TNS entry, provide the username and password, click OK. As you can see, I can access the PeopleSoft development environment for my PeopleSoft cloud instance. Let's say you don't have latest PeopleTools client installed on your machine. Let me show you how to install from scratch. The very first step is to log in into our compute instance through SSH and download the installation files. You need to paste the public IP of your compute instance. We will use the default user OPC to log in. Click on Advanced. We are going to authenticate using SSH and our private key, and I will select the private key. Click OK. Then I will log in. Now I will navigate to Tools Client folder. OPT, Oracle, PSFT, PT, Tools Client. I'm going to download this folder into my local computer. I'm going to drag this folder into my local folder. It took around 10 minutes to download all the contents into my local folder. By the way, with 100 Mbps speed, downloading couple of other standalone files. As you can see here, I am installing PeopleTools Client 8.58. Now I open the Windows command prompt in administrator mode. Let's navigate to the installation directory. Now let's kick off the installation by typing this command. Yes, of course. Database, I would say Oracle. Let's give some folder name where our client needs to be installed. It can be a new folder. Yes, I want to configure. Updating the database name from my TNS file. Pardon me, the user ID should be VP1, not root. Give the connect ID and password that we gave as input when we installed our compute instance on cloud. I would select PeopleTools full upgrade. I would say I would not install any change assistant, no impact analyzer, no test framework, no test framework. As you can see, the script started installing our PeopleTools client. Within 3 minutes, my installation was completed. You can see the confirmation message. Based on my input, a new folder was created with all the installation files. Let's go ahead and kick off our app designer. User ID VP1. That's it guys. That's how I installed my latest PeopleTools with updated patch level. That's pretty much about it for today guys. For more interesting content, don't forget to visit my channel. I look forward for your feedback. Based on it, I refine myself and try to come up with the content that adds value to your skill set. Through this video, if you learn at least 1 or 2 new points, I feel all my effort is well worth it. Hit that subscribe button if you want to follow my videos. Let's stay in touch. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, signing off, Siva Koya, your PeopleSoft partner.